All right, hi everybody. We're here at the newest site, the Highlands Community Charter School Success Center at 3801 Florin Road. And today was our grand opening with our incredible partners, Lao Family, Sacramento Employment and Training Agency, and Department of Human Assistance. And today really is a representation of what true partnership is. We've been partners with Lao Family since the beginning, and with SETA since the beginning as a Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act school. So today is a culmination of the partnership and all of us coming together to serve the community of South Sacramento.
Welcome to the Success Center at 3801 Florin Road. We are so pleased that you're all here today, and we're very fortunate to have the presence of many of our elected officials in the community. And I'm the CEO of Lao Family Community Development, and we are one of the partners at this beautiful center with Sacramento Employment Training Agency, with Highlands Community Charter and Technical School, and also with our Sacramento Department of Health and Human Assistance. It's been a big vision of ours to create a center like this in South Sacramento, where we can co-locate together, so that we could collaborate and bring the leverage resources that each of our agency has, and all the partners that we have, so that we can get better outcomes and service to Sacramento, particularly South Sacramento.
This is exactly what we needed in South Sacramento. We talk about one-stop shop. This is it. You look at the partners. I mean, from the county and the many departments, including DHA, our partners with the city of Sacramento, who the county and city continue to work together very closely to help the people in South Sacramento and throughout the county. The Highlands Community Charter, which is really an amazing organization and such an opportunity, unique opportunity to have all of these job placement programs and training programs, along with a charter school, which really helps people and does it in a way they do it. Highland does it quietly. I will give you an example. Highland reached out to me when we were doing tiny homes, as we continue to stand up tiny homes for our homeless, unhoused population in this area. And Charter made the effort to come to me and say, we want to help those people who are unhoused, get them the training that they need, and hopefully place them in jobs so that it's not just a revolving cycle of homelessness. They did that on their own. I believe somewhere around their population is around 20% is already unhoused. So this is an organization that has the experience and the heart to do that hard work. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And with that, I will welcome up my city partners, the Vice Mayor and the Mayor Pro Tem.
Hello, everyone. It's such an honor to be here today. Vice Mayor Guerra and I are going to tag team, but definitely want to echo Supervisor Patrick Kennedy, our chair of SETA, as well, just for the comments that he made. It is a really proud and exciting day to be part of this grand opening. Something I often share is that we know for many of our youth and our families, potential is universal, but a lot of the opportunities are not. And what this center does is really to provide those opportunities. We know one way to reduce poverty is to ensure that we get our youth and our families a job, right? Increasing their income, putting money in their pockets so that they can provide for their families. That's one way we can lift our families from poverty. I'm really excited that this is on Florin Road. While this is not in my district, My constituent knows no boundaries, and so I know many of my families will be coming to the center to make sure they get connected to resources. But today is a day of celebration. I would also say today is really about centering all the leaders with vision. Nothing happens without folks on the ground making sure that this happens. So I want to give a shout out to Lao Family, to Highlands Charter, to the county partners, and SETA for doing everything possible to make sure that we make this a reality for our community in South Sacramento. And all of you who are in this space today contributed one way or the other to make this a reality. So thank you so much. I'm just happy to be here today. It's an honor to serve this community that I grew up in, that was raised by, and this is going to be a great asset, and I can't wait to make sure that we get more folks through these doors and really help uplift all of our families from poverty. So thank you, everyone.
Good morning, and I want to also again thank our leaders here and our community leaders who have been involved in this. It's a great day for South Sacramento. I want to recognize, and another big round of applause for Supervisor Patrick Kennedy over here, our new chair, and Mary Guerra, the council member and vice mayor for the city of Sacramento. But I'm the outgoing chair for Sacramento Employment Training Agency for SETA, and both Mayor Pro Tem Vang, myself, and Supervisor Kennedy represent South Sacramento, and this is exactly the partnership that we're talking about. We're not talking about their job, your job, or whatnot. It's our job, our community to accomplish things, and it's happening today with that. As an immigrant myself, I know how much both not only the partners here, Lao Family, SETA, the county, and the city have focused on. Mai comes to her family are refugees. So I also want to thank our incoming director, Jennifer Hernandez over here. Let's give her a big round of applause. Her alongside staff. Today's a celebration. Si se puede. Let's go Sacramento. Let's go South Sacramento.
I'm Sandra Espinola Cisneros. I am the program manager over the Employment Services Division. We have our own team here, and I'll tell you, Kathy said it best. It was a lot of collaboration. We were meeting every Friday trying to get this up and running. When SETA said, we're moving, we were already partnering with SETA over at our Franklin location. We said, we're moving, and it all just came together. Now we're here with Lao Family, and we're here with SETA and Highlands Charter, and it has been a few months, and we're so excited to be here. And what is our role here as DHA, as Employment Services? When you all know we have a building just down the street, our role here as Employment Services is to really assist those in need in our community. And our primary customers are customers that we serve are CalWorks customers. And what do? You see this beautiful mural over here. That is our Jobs Club Center, and that is where we facilitate our classes that we do interviewing skills, resumes, building. We start there. DHA is really proud to be part of this partnership. It was a long time coming. We do have our main office a few streets down that has our full service, but your main employment services hub will be here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sandra.
I am about 3 months into this new role as Executive Director of the Sacramento Employment and Training Agency. I am really excited to be here. I am not new to working with the community. Before this, I had the privilege of working with some of you in the room in my role as Deputy Director for the state, working with our CalFresh, CalWorks families and participants to really promote education and training opportunities and to implement the program at a statewide level. So what I would like to offer you is first appreciation for what you do every day. I know that this work is often very difficult, and oftentimes we struggle to piece together the resources that we need to serve the families. And so that work is certainly meaningful and life-changing. And my hope for us as a partner in SETA is that we can continue to grow our relationships and really connect with the community that we serve to understand what their needs are, what are the areas that we can help improve in our partnership, because I know sometimes we make missteps, and that's okay if we learn from them, right? And so we want to make sure that we're learning from all of these stories, experiences as partnerships, and can further grow as our organization and in our partnerships to reach a greater audience. I want to thank you for all of that collaboration. I want to commit myself to being a good partner to you, and so if there's ever an opportunity to think about new areas where we can partner or new opportunities that we can pursue together, or areas that we just need to work through and improve upon, I want to make myself available, and obviously the team is already very supportive of those efforts. So with that, thank you. Look forward to many new opportunities to come back and visit, and hopefully be able to grow our reach in this community, because I know that it's a community that has always been very engaged, and a lot of that is thanks to the community members and the partner organizations that make this all happen. So thank you, Kathy.
I want to acknowledge Murdoch Smith, who is the CEO of Highlands Community Charter School, and Rich Hennings. These two leaders are not here today because they had to be at meetings in New York and in Los Angeles. But there's no way that this center could be created without their leadership. Murdoch Smith, we always joke between the two of us that we're like each other's best friend and best guy friend and best girlfriends. And I could call Murdoch at 11 o'clock. I say, hey, how about this thought about this? Well, how about this? And I'll call him during the weekends to talk about the different projects that we're working on together. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge Murdoch Smith and Rich Hennings, who are executives and leaders of the Highlands program. They're not here, but we're thinking about the both of you.
I'm Lee Ferrand, and I work with Highlands Community Charter School, and today is a day for me that's 20 years in the making and 10 years in the making for Highlands. You see, when I was 16, I was pregnant, and I was ordered to do community service, and I was placed at Asian Resources. And so I finished my community service, fell in love with the work that ARI was doing, and so after I had my baby, I went back because I wanted to be part of the summer youth program. And I joined the summer youth program. After that, Maylee and Mary Garza gave me the opportunity of a lifetime, and they hired me to work at the front desk at the Career Center at 915 Broadway. That was back when it was WIA, not WIOA. So I worked at the front desk there, became a youth program summer worker, and then went on to work for SETA. And I worked for Bill Walker, Roy Kim, worked with Julie, and it really shaped my future. Because of that, I ended up at Highlands. And when we opened our doors in 2014, we had 53 students and 7 employees. And because of our community partnerships, because of our workforce partnerships, Highlands now serves over 12,000 students, and we're approaching 500 employees. And we couldn't do that without our community partners. Workforce partners like SETA, partners like DHA, we serve over 4,000 DHA participants. We couldn't do that without partners like Lao Family. I stand here today a recipient, and no longer a recipient, but a success story of DHA. I was on CalWorks as a teen mom. I was part of the Sacramento Works youth system. I stand here today. I stand here today a product of the system that works. When you bring all the services together, when you have partnerships, we can be stronger together. And now I'm Director of Workforce Solutions for Highlands Community Charter and Technical Schools. I oversee 25 different CTC programs. And I'm responsible for taking our students from survivability to sustainability. And again, we do that through our partnerships. So I thank you to SETA, to DHA, to Lao Family, and all the other representatives, and everybody on the front line who's doing the work every day, who are serving those students. I thank you.
Thank you, Lee, and thanks for correcting me on your title. Excuse me about that. Okay, the whole purpose of this center, as we're closing the formal aspects of our program, is there's a lot of great resources in the community, government resources, community college district resources, school district resources, our university resources, and our community-based resources. But the problem is that so oftentimes we're operating in a silo. And it's not just immigrants and refugees who need our service, but it's also our mothers with children who are domestic violence survivors, our individuals who are unhoused, our seniors who are abuse, our youth and our foster youth, who are coming out of the foster care system, or our individuals who are coming out of reentry. There are a lot of resources, but how do we connect all those great resources, support the student or the participant, the individual, and help them to matriculate, to give them a bigger vision of the possibilities of their life. When a person is new to this country, they don't speak English. So they need English, and they need a high school diploma, a GED, vocational training program. They don't know what banking is. They don't know what a credit card is, what a debit card is, a savings account, a checking account. They do not know that they have to file their taxes and that there are ways to file their taxes through the VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, or a culturally trained organization that can do taxes. That is the vision of this place. You're all here because you value what we do. Who you are, what we do is to serve those that are in need. All of us can become contributing members of society. So if you like what you heard today and you like what you saw, please come and talk to us about your need. And of course, I can't close without acknowledging all the Highland, Lao Family, SETA, DHA, and all the volunteers. If you could raise your hand, please, so others can see who you are. Because the work that it took to organize this event and to feed you all and clean up, it took a lot of people to do this. And Highlands, thank you for the food. Yes. Okay, everybody enjoy and thank you. Welcome.